Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rania Farah Aulia and I'm majoring English literature. So now I want to explain my presentations about oral presentation. First of all, we're gonna moving on to the list of the outline of my presentation. The first is definition of oral communication skills. The second is the purpose of using oral presentation. The third is the methods of assessing oral communication skills. And the last is conclusion. So we're moving on to the definition of oral communication skills. So oral communication skills are a cornerstone of effective language use, encompassing the ability to convey and interpret meaning through spoken language in various contexts. In language testing, the assessment of oral communication serves multiple purposes and involves diverse methods to ensure accurate and meaningful evaluation. Now we're moving on to the purposes of using oral presentation. So there are four the purposes. There are measuring proficiency, evaluating functional competence. Third is diagnosing strengths and weaknesses. And the last is certifying achievement. For the first is measuring proficiency. Assessing oral communication helps determine a learner's overall language proficiency. This includes their ability to express ideas, interact with others, and adapt language used to different social and professional contexts. Next is evaluating functional competence. Oral communication tests gauge a learner's ability to perform real-world tasks, such as participating in conversations, giving presentations, or negotiating meaning. This ensures that the language skills tests align with practical applications. The third is diagnosing strengths and weaknesses. Oral assessments identify specific areas of strength and areas needing improvement, such as pronunciation, fluency, grammatical accuracy, and vocabulary use. This diagnostic information is invaluable for guiding targeted instruction and learning. And the last is certifying achievement. Many language assessments serve as benchmarks for academic, professional, or immigration purposes. Oral communication testing provides evidence of a candidate's speaking ability, which is often a critical requirement for certification. Now we're moving on to the methods of assessing oral communication skills. There are six methods of assessing oral communication skills. There are interviews, role plays, picture description or storytelling, group discussions, recorded monologues or presentations, and integrated tasks. So, for the interviews, structured or semi structured interviews are a common method for assessing oral skills. This involves direct interaction between the task taker and an examiner, allowing for the evaluation of fluency, coherence, and intellectual competence. For example, the IELTS speaking test employs a face-to-face interview format. The second is role plays. Role playing tasks simulate real life scenarios, such as ordering food at a restaurant or resolving a workplace conflict. These tasks assess the ability to use language appropriately in specific contexts and demonstrate pragmatic competence. Third is picture description or storytelling. In this method, test taker describe a picture or narrate a story based on visual prompts. This evaluates their ability to organize and present ideas coherently, use descriptive language, and manage discourse effectively. Fourth is group discussion. Group discussions involve multiple participants and test a learner's ability to interact collaboratively. This method assesses turn taking, active listening, and the ability to contribute meaningfully to a conversation. Next is recorded monologues or presentations. Learners deliver a prepared or impromptu speech on a given topic. This method evaluates pronunciation, fluency, and the ability to structure ideas logically while maintaining audience engagement. The last is integrated tasks. Integrated tasks combine speaking with other skills, such as listening or reading. For instance, test taker might listen to a lecture and then summarize it orally. This, this task assess the ability to synthesize information and communicate it effectively. Now we're moving on to conclusion. So, what is the conclusion of this presentation? So, assessing oral communication skills is a vital component of language testing, reflecting a learner's ability to function effectively in spoken interactions. By employing diverse and authentic methods, educators and testers can ensure comprehensive and accurate evaluations that support learners in achieving their language goals. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.
Okay, welcome, Mr. What's your name?
Dita.
Okay, Mr. Rika, welcome to our interviews today. Now, for this part of the assessment, I will give you a topic to write down about. Your task is to respond verbally in essay form, writing for about 2 or 3 minutes. Try to organize your ideas clearly with an introduction, main points, and conclusion. Don't worry if you make small mistakes. Just focus on expressing your thoughts.
Can I start?
Yes, you can start now. Are you finished?
Yes, I.
Okay, now is you can explain to me what's your writing. You can start it right now.
Okay, thank you. Place I would like to visit is Japan. I have always been fascinated by its culture, food, and natural beauty. First, I want to experience traditional Japanese culture by walking temples and learning about their history. I would also like to try authentic Japanese food such as sushi or ramen. Another reason I want to visit Japan is beautiful nature. For example, I dream of many cherry blossom and spring or walking through bamboo forest. Finally, I would love to visit modern cities like Tokyo to see their technology and unique fashion. In conclusion, Japan is a country that combines traditional and modern living, and I hope to visit someday. To visit it someday.
Great job. Your ideas were clear and you expressed them with enthusiasm. I like how you gave specific examples like cherry blossoms and Tokyo. One suggestion is to use more linking words such as in addition or moreover to make your essay flow even better. Well done. Now we'll move on to the second part of the assessment, which is a free interview. I will ask you a few open-ended questions to evaluate your speaking fluency, coherence, and accuracy. Please answer naturally as if we're having a conversation. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great, let's start. Can you tell me about your favorite season and why you like it?
Okay, Miss, my favorite season is autumn. I like it because the weather is cooler and the leaves change to beautiful colors like red, orange, and yellow. It's also a perfect time to enjoy outdoor activities like hiking or picnics.
That sounds nice. So, what is your favorite memory from autumn?
Let me think a second. I think my favorite memory from autumn is going to a pumpkin festival with my family. We pick pumpkins, took photos and enjoyed delicious food like caramel apples. It was a lot of fun.
That's wonderful. If you could experience autumn in another country, where would it be?
Maybe I would like to experience autumn in Canada because I have heard the forests are amazing during the season. The maple leaves are so colorful, and it would be great to see them in person.
Okay, thank you. Your answers were detailed and personal, which made them very engaging. Your fluency is good and you use descriptive language well. One small tip is to practice using more advanced vocabulary like spectacular instead of amazing. Keep up the excellent work.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay, hello. First, what is your name?
My name is Smith.
Okay, Mr. Smith, for this part of the assessment, I will give you a topic to write about. Your task is to respond verbally in SI form, writing for about 2 until 3 minutes. Try to organize your ideas clearly with an introduction, main points, and conclusion. Don't worry if you make small mistakes, just focus on expressing your thoughts fluently. You can
Okay.
write it down
Okay.
right now. Okay, next we're moving on to you can explain about your writing to me, and you can speak when you are ready.
Okay, thank you, teacher. First, I will explain. Healthy eating is very important for a good life. First, it helps us to stay physically strong and active when we eat healthy foods like fruits, vegetable, and protein. Our body get the nutrition they need to function properly.
Well done. You explained your points clearly and supported them with examples. You might want to include more varied sentence structures, such as using complex sentence to connect your ideas. For instance, by eating healthy, not only can we stay physically strong, but we can also avoid serious illnesses. Great effort overall. Okay, now Mr. Smith will move on the second part of the assessment, which is a free interview. I will ask you a few open-ended questions to evaluate your speaking fluency, coherence, and accuracy. Please answer naturally as if we're having a conversation. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, great. Let's start. Can you tell me about your favorite sport and why you like it?
My favorite sport is basketball. I like it because it's exciting and requires teamwork. When I play basketball, I feel energetic and enjoy competing with my friend.
That's interesting. How often do you play basketball?
I play basketball about 3 times a week. I usually play after school at the local sport center or sometime in my school gym.
If you could meet a professional basketball player, who would it be and why?
If I could meet a professional basketball player, it will be LeBron James. He is one of the best player in the world, and I admire his hard work and dedication. I would love to ask him for tips on how to improve my game.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Smith. You answered the question confidently and included specific details, which make your answers engaging. One area to improve is using transition phrases like as a result or on the other hand to connect your ideas. Keep practicing and excellent work. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith.
Okay, thank you, Miss.